Hi there, tarot lovers. Right, so our card of the day today is the reverse Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is the thief. So he's this guy who's stealing all these thieves from somebody. And the swords represent our mind. So they represent, or this card represents the abundance that there are of mental ideas out there, of belief systems, of ways of thinking, different programs and conditionings that we all have. And this is the guy who thinks more is merrier in many ways. He thinks like having many ideas is like buying into lots of different programs, borrowing all sorts of belief stories from different people is the way to go. And this is why he's become a thief of other people's ideas in a way. And other people's ideas, and the thieving of this is not like stealing mental property from people, but or borrowing people's ideas. It's deeper than this. It's deeper on a subconscious level, because when we're children, we grow up stealing ideas, borrowing other people's ideas, usually our parents or our primary caregivers. And those are the people who teach us, and we borrow from them. We take their ideas, we take their programs, we take their beliefs and their ideas because it suits us and makes us fit in, and it makes us feel connected and loved by them, makes us feel that they are the role models for us. So we borrow ideas and we learn to give importance to what other people think, because if we don't give importance to what they think and what they say and what they believe, then we're going to have conflict usually, and the conflict usually doesn't end very well. And there's not very many children who really enjoy conflict. We might find ourselves stuck in conflicting cycles, but we don't necessarily enjoy it. So this is the program of this thief, and he's conditioned to think that other people's ideas are really important, and so he pays a lot of attention to holding on to other people's thoughts and patterns and programs. And when this card is upside down, and this is a natural sort of cycle we're doing, but when this card is upside down, there's a denial in a way. There's a denial that we are holding on to somebody else's programs, which means that we're not really aware or awake to the fact that we are holding and buying into stories, we're buying into beliefs about ourselves, about who we should be, who we need to be, that really don't belong to us, or really are not our truth, but we have borrowed them at some time or another from the society around us, from our parents especially. So if we're in denial of this, usually what happens is that life gives us a slap in the face in some way or another. If we are in denial of these programs and that these programs aren't serving us, in a way we're lying to ourselves. We are not being true to our what we might say is our heart's core belief systems and our sense of higher self. We're just being true to the programs which we have been taught. And this is a form of lying to yourself. This is a form of giving away your power, giving away who you really are in order to be what somebody else thinks you should be, or has thought and taught you to be at one time in your life. So this lying will attract a slap in the face, because we'll attract people who lie to us. We'll attract people who cheat with us. I know I've been there. I've lied to myself so many times. I've given so much more importance to what other people are thinking that I've become that thief without knowing it. And the thief internally is you robbing yourself, or me robbing myself, of my own free will and my own right to choose what I want and who I wish to be. But instead I might give more importance to how somebody else wants me to be, or what they think is more important, or what society has taught me is the correct thing to be, and I won't be true to myself. So I won't be true to my own sword, my own deeper inner sense of self, or or conscious awareness of who would love to be in my life. And so this is a programming story. And this thief is conditioned. When he comes up upside down, he asks us to really make ourselves aware, and take some time out to practice a little bit more conscious questioning about where our beliefs come from. Why are we holding on to certain stories? Because half the time we are holding on to these stories without really even seeing that we are. And this is where the card is upside down too. We might be lying to ourselves. We might be even defending ourselves and manipulating our environment in order to perpetuate certain belief patterns that really don't coincide with our higher sense of self or our real true values in life. This is an awareness story, and this Shadow 7 is asking us to take a look at some of those programs and see if they really resonate right now, because it doesn't matter where you are in your life cycle or in your journey, there are always some of these programs that we have come to redefine, we have come to let go of, change and shift and move through and transform into new senses of who we are. There's a lot of stigma around the mind, because our thoughts are what create a lot of our reality. And so, we act upon our beliefs and our thoughts, and people who seem very intelligent and very clever are those ones that come up with the great creative ideas, and they follow their thoughts through, and they create amazing realities, and they become successful people. And so we see a lot of power that resonates and connects us with the swords, and the swords seem a very powerful thing, because our mind and our intellect can create so many things, and we can make things happen on so many different levels, that we have this idea that it is powerful to collect ideas and beliefs from other people, when in reality it's so much more important to keep things simple, because this guy's not got a simple time. He's got to carry those 5 swords around. These 2 swords that he couldn't take, this is like the mother and the father energetics inside of him. He's running around trying to grab everybody else's ideas, and if we give more importance to everybody else's ideas, this card will come up. If we are running around giving importance to lots of different things to think about, instead of just simplifying our thoughts and simplifying our belief in what we need to do and who we need to be, then we're going to have a bit of a chaotic and very delicate life, trying to juggle all of those swords. He's holding them by the blades, which is the wrong way to hold them, but it's the only way to hold them if you want to carry all 5. And that's the issue here. When there's many ideas to juggle, it's not necessarily a happier life. Reflect a little bit on this, maybe, if this serves you in some way or another. I know that I've got to look at this today, and this is my journey, and I wish you all a fantastic and wonderful day.